Good morning, Thursday morning, Garden of England. Nice mild day. So this is probably going to be very important for lots of you, so stay tuned. So first of all, just going back to yesterday, my meeting regarding the tech and what I'm needing to do. It went extremely well. Found solutions that we didn't expect, and downloaded some new software. I'm going to have to acclimatise to that over the next few days, but I should be up and running in terms of doing those interviews again at the start of the week, depending on people's availability. Should get into really amazing content with much better quality, so I'm really excited about that. So patience, and that's what we're going to talk about. Patience does work. So one of the things about programming your goals, especially being very clear about your top 7 goals, and ultimately from those who's attended recently, been very clear about the goal that most excites you. Dog's got something going on there. So the moment you make the commitment, and of course remember you've got the goal setting workshop thing on the YouTube channel. If you're still out there not having goals, why? But anyway, the moment you make the commitment to a goal by programming it, by just having that intention that you're going to do whatever has to be done to achieve it, Source immediately gets to work. In fact, those of you who did Workshop 3, which I happen to believe now is the most advanced and most powerful programming process available in the world today. And if you have done that, then you know that you've got powerful subliminal programming devices to trigger the power of programming in your favour. The wonderful thing about it is people who in the past have stuck sort of vision boards or, you know, collages of goals up on their office walls or in their home or wherever, and then comes a visitor and they're wondering what is that, and then they get into these maybe strange, slightly embarrassed conversations. With Workshop 3, there's no embarrassment, there's just awe, because when they see them, the first thing they do is, at some level of consciousness, just by looking at them, they reinforce your programming. But you don't need to explain anything, because they don't mean anything to them, but they absolutely mean everything to you. And they subliminally program you every time you look at them. But here's the thing, if you did Workshop 3, and those amazing outcomes are in a drawer somewhere, lying against a wall somewhere in the garage, up in the loft, for goodness sake, they need to be hung. Now the moment you make commitment to your goals, either with Workshop 3 or with a night book, as soon as you do it, then, or just simply with using the screens and the new methodology in the media room, as soon as you make that commitment, Source accepts it. It accepts it, and then it's got to get to work. You know what? Making sure that the right people at the very right time, the right idea at the very right moment, that the people, the places, the opportunities that you need to attract into your life so that you can manifest those outcomes, takes a lot of work. And it's all going on behind the scenes without any conscious awareness of you. But Source does all that. You do meet the right person at the very right moment. The idea does come exactly the correct time when you need it most. And that's what the secret's always been about. I was in the right place at the right time. But you need patience, because that all takes energy and time, so that people are lined up, opportunities are lined up, things happen, coincidences show up. How on earth do you think, first of all, that your left brain can do any of that? It hasn't got a clue. But it's going on in the background, so you need patience. And in the patience, what we've got to learn to deal with is possibly frustration. Possibly having to accept that from time to time you will be threatened with negative thoughts about your goals. you may well abandon them because you're not seeing progress the way that your left brain demands. Or what happens is Source, which will always test you because it doesn't want to get you all that work if you're not committed. So usually within 3 days of hanging those amazing images, or getting your notebook running, or just using the goal setting methodologies, you'll get tested. And what are you going to do? Are you going to abandon your goal like all the mealy-mouthed, pathetic human beings at the turn of the year, who, the New Year's resolution nonsense? Or are you going to stand up and be the person you were born to be? A gifted, powerful human being with the ability, with the use of your mind, to attract everything you need to achieve that which you came here to do. And the great thing about MindStore, as I keep saying, is we're truly, truly amazing because we have the fourth screen. We're not only interested in manifesting futures that we truly desire, but we absolutely are committed to other human beings, and for that matter, the planet benefiting from our success. And I get so passionate about this, and I desperately want you to listen and understand that you're going to have patience with your goals, but you must act on the coincidences. You must manage your thoughts, delete that program and the other devices. You got to get to work, and you got to continue to program in the techniques to see screen 3 and 4 all the time, to remind yourself of where you're heading. And you know what? Source will absolutely get you there. Only you can abandon your goals. Only you can indulge in negative thinking about that which you desire. Now here's the good news. After yesterday and having the full review of what's going on, I'm now pretty certain, and with the help of my friend, I'm going to be able to do that workshop 3 again live, and really better than before, because I've only ever done it once. Can you imagine what's going to happen when we do it properly with a much better tech? And I'd love for that to be available to you, your family and loved ones. But first, what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, once I get this tech understood, is record that introductory course for your family and loved ones. Have an amazing day. In fact, have a cracking, programming, positively filled, full of expectation day. I will. Bye now.